Welcome everyone to Disco Elysium. You heard the Rain Fever, otherwise known as DraxxKraven, when it's time for us to go have a little chat with Titus Hardy. Yo, Titus! Where your girl at? Also, we can check out the window now. Visual calculus. What happened here? Do I have my visual calculus glasses on? I don't. There we go. I don't think anything else gives me visual calculus. I don't see why anything else would. Still. Hello. There we go. From 83 to 92. The golden light melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes. A man and a woman on a single bed. A two-hearted spider. What position are they in? Like the witness said, the man is kneeling. The woman is on her back. It's the night of the March 4th, and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain, ending him. Where does it come from? From the roof outside, location A', the glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back. Inspect the ghostly figures. The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization. Have a look at point A, the roof. The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A', most likely of the origin points. Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? There could have been. Rain and slush and wind washed it away. This was more than a week ago, you must remember. So I'm 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from? 72%. With a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or a sports pistol, this is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one single shot. The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium, a well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness, too busy with their own bodies. Could the shot have come from inside the room? Closer point. Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective. Right. Okay, makes sense. Are there any arguments against A', the roof? None that you found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any. Could there have been another point of origin further away? That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from the greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin, Martinez? Extrapolate the radius to include all of Martinez. So this is point A, the roof. So it could have come from this island, this point, or somewhere between the boardwalk and this church that we've seen. According to your map of the district... Hey! About the map! If you don't have the map, you still get the lines, but you don't get the map overlay, so none of this really has any sense of dimension. According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of location, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call that B'. B' for boardwalk, B secundus for Land's End, and B trinitary for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on. What about the boardwalk? Here. 700 meters away, the likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account. Land's End. 1.2 kilometers away, the least likely of all these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, even that's too far-fetched. The islet. 1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined by but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated viewer. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to this islet is questionable. Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez? From where precisely? Let's call it B', etc., etc. I see you've given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out, in addition to the roof? What is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance? Much likely than a roof, but still. Okay, well, we should see if there's a gunshot residue or sniper nest if we go down the coasts. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going to with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something that we can build on. Thanks, Kim. Blink. Leave. And all of that is gone from our heads. Yeah, if you don't have, you know, a powerful mind, you won't be able to figure out that information. Still, there are other ways to conduct an investigation. I think the next time I play this, I'm going to try to play as a brute. Just like everything in motorics and physique. What do you do, brother? I get the truth out of people the only way I know how. The hard way. Which reminds me, I should check out the filing cabinets to see if I can get that page.
Again. What is it?
Okay, talk to Klosh. No, I need to talk to Ruby. Why? Because she's your leader? I've seen her in a laudanum-induced delirium. The paranormal instinct whispers her name into my ear. I suspect she killed the victim. That's why. There we go. I think this is the best one. A civil war is brewing, and the only way to prevent it is to solve the murder. That means I need to talk to Ruby. Sounds like you want to push the steaming pile of shit on anyone, and now you've picked Ruby. Well, not on my watch, you won't. Ruby's one of us, and we're not going to throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit. Fuck you too, moral. Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how this works, guys. That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory. I don't want to be rude, but we're trying to get some R&R here. Think you could fuck off now? I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking. Oh, Jesus. From the corner of your eye, you see a little bird fly onto the bush, right behind the window, behind Titus's back. Do I get a bonus investigating the window? Yay! A bird flew by. Woohoo! I didn't critically fail! There's a yellow ribbon tied to one of the branches. Little yellow, light yellow faded with time, a tiny splash of color in the blackness of the thicket, hanging from it a bronze key. It's close enough to the latch up there. One can slide it open and just take it. Surely not a coincidence. Someone's hid a key in the bush. Huh? Can you let me slide by so I can grab that thing? I don't know about that. I'm comfortable here. Don't think any sliding would really help me right now. Sorry, fucko. Looks like you're gonna have to go bush diving. Good fucking luck with that. The hawthorn's got a bitch of a bite. I'm gonna enjoy the sight of you in the bushes out there. With a loud thud, the old man stands up, pushes the window open, grabs the key from the hawthorn branch, and slides it across the table to you. The key is brass. Workshop spare is etched into its bow. The old man closes the window and sits back down in silence. Come on, man. We're just having some fun. Where's the harm? I'm tired of listening to your shit. Thanks. Don't thank me. I don't give two shits about your key. I wonder what doors this opens. It could open the door to the kitchen. The blue door. It says workshop spare. Maybe there's a workshop in there. Let me put on my... Wait, where are my logical glasses? Oh, here they are. Oh, and I'll put on my intersolary shirt. Oh, man, I'm looking professional now. Mr. Hardy.
It's you again. What is it?
It might be impossible, but I'm gonna try this, and I've got another chance left in me. Ass. Nothing is happening. The pieces are there, but they remain unconnected. No, we can do this. Sorry, you're not coming up with anything. The pieces are there. She could have done it somehow. Something else. Walla Walla Bing Bang. It's just not coming together. Walla Walla Bing Bang. I don't know what it means, but it felt like the most appropriate thing to say. That's what the witch doctor would say, at least. There we go. Your mind is a relaxed muscle. It's so nice and easy to give up, isn't it? On the downside, you have no idea what you were supposed to do now. It could have debriefed you. Blissful idiot, say something. You stood there for too long. I'm gonna leave. Alright, I'm gonna go check out that, I know, I'm gonna leave you in suspense and go check out something completely different. Yeah, the cool thing about failing all these checks is that it's given me enough money to buy some more, magnesium. Oh no, Fritz closed. No! Oh shit! Cut it just before closing. Don't mind me, ma'am. I just need some hypnogamma. The yellow roses in the window. Those aren't the flowers that were left for Clash. Huh. I think I failed a hand-eye coordination roll, or like wasn't even given the opportunity for one. What's scab mean? There's a chance you can grab a flower, and that flower is kind of important. It helps you figure some things out. Then again, still, we're looking for a white bell, not a yellow rose or anything like that. Check the folders. There it is. Whatever's hidden here is hidden well. Concentration isn't enough. Only a trained accountant with a background in logistics would be able to really make sense of it. However, there is a little handwritten note stuck on the side of the drawer. Look at the note. It appears to be a to-do list written in large, uneven capital letters. Remember, Leo, Everart's shoes, special whirling borscht, water Everart's plants, sweep office floor, more banners. All items on the list have been crossed out, and the note itself is crumpled. Look, him, to-do note with a list of errands for Everart. One of his aides must have left it. Nothing incriminating here. The special borscht seems a bit odd. What's so special about the borscht? Code for drugs? Booze? Here we go. The dark liquid in the pot looks almost sentient. Ugh. Have I upped my interfacing? Determine where the shot came from. Understood. Unfortunately, we cannot use perception on the hanged man. He's nowhere to be seen. We sent his body away. Eventually, if you contact the 57th, if I recall correctly, you'll get a message about the bullet. Which makes sense, because I have to keep calling them every day for just a little bit more information, just a couple more breadcrumbs, you know? But, oh, what can I do with these lights? A composite eye of halogen light watches you, emitting a low buzz. I don't know if Leo is still out here, but I want to ask him about the borscht. It was a task for him, so it would make sense he would know about it. And if he's not out here, then I'm just gonna feel very silly. Maybe Everart knows. Hey, Leo!
Oh, hey, mister. I need to be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larisse said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building. They can only get so far before they're aching to get back. And a lot of folks really did keep coming back.
Jesus Christ. Are you the Leo who wrote the note to make more banners? Oh, yes. I leave all kinds of notes for myself. That old head of mine ain't so good at keeping things in no more. I almost forgot about the borscht. What was that about the borscht? Oh, yeah. I've been taking special whirling borscht to the men every day since the strike started. It's very, very good. It makes a man feel so warm and happy. I feel like I could take on Mr. Renaudin's boar dogs every time the lunch is done. Power borscht, huh? Never heard of borscht that turns little guys into dog fighters. Alcohol, however. What do you mean by taking this soup to the men? Is it for striking? Yes, I'm taking it to them. The borscht keeps them happy and in fighting spirits. Makes you all warm inside. They brew it in the Whirling and Rags. Who makes it at the Whirling? Oh, the Whirling's cook. He makes it. Them is always talking with Mr. Manana in their weird language and laughing together. He doesn't speak what we speak. He's from Grad. Looks like the borscht is spiked. I'm gonna look into it. Oh, sure, mister. Yeah, you do that. Yes, sir. Huh. Maybe Manana knows a little bit more about it. I'm sorry. I just love I love that his name is Call Me Manana. Cause isn't Manana tomorrow? I think Manana is tomorrow. So his name is like, oh, call me tomorrow, man. I'm not doing this shit right now. A man can fail a code just as much as a code can fail a man. I'm not sure which is worse, though. I feel like a code failing a man is more tragic. Like a man failing a code, that happens every day. Code failing men, that happens almost rarely, and yet it's so much more widespread. And yet, if only men realized when their codes had failed them. Yo, mañana. Know anything about the special borscht?
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
Do you know anything about the Hardy Boys? Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group, a bit too high-strung when it comes to, but it comes with responsibility. They're sort of like you, preserve the rule of law and all that, except it's Everard's law. But really, they're just like you. The weasel I visited, turns out he has one hell of a colonial mug collection. Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Yeah, his mug collection certainly represents antiquated social values. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the boss man said he's a real piece of work. Thanks for helping out, friend. No problem, manana. Okay, so that's taken care of. Let's, I could check out what's going on in the whirling, but I really, perception check. Or motorics. There's something down there. The musty smell of a potato cellar emanates from the air vent. Huh. Oh, hey. I can now find loot in that thing, whatever it is. It's probably just some more spare change. Yep. Nice. Etched into the wood, barely visible. Remember the... And the rest was lost to time. Alright, let's go see if we can talk to the smoking man and his special guest. Nope. The sea breeze carries more than salt. Meat. Not rotten, not fresh. Grilled. Yeah. Oh man, I still haven't succeeded on the empathy check with Kuno. That's for later. Maybe I'll find some more empathetic clothing, but probably not. Ugh. Oh, fun fact, if you succeed on the perception check with the body, you pull the bullet out of his head. And then you get to take a bath because you're fucking... You went hand deep into his fucking skull. Also, you can show that body... you can show that bullet off to people. Oh, man. Well, I don't want to go all the way back or talk to someone else, so I'm just gonna read the Man from Heimdall. The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of people have read about the Devil Woman's altercations with the Heimdall Man. Look at the back cover. The jacket copy proclaims, Man from Heimdall returns in his most exciting adventure yet. After crashing into a strange jungle, cannibalistic natives abduct his only surviving comrade, Noble Tyrbold. He is ambushed by a tribe of female warriors and taken to the ancient citadel of Cloud City, where a mysterious and wicked queen rules supreme. Will Man from Heimdall be able to escape his dire situation and find his missing friend? You open the book to a random page. Oh, Jesus Christ! Oh, God. Oh, vulgar. Oh, hey, don't mind me. I was just reading a book.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag. His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight, and his shirt is still unbuttoned. We get your hint. Found the key right under the stone.
Beautiful. So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
I'm not going to just make things right. I'm going to make them spectacular.
Beautiful. I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you, and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday. Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. Even the rain feels nice. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Martinez is, it's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it? Wait, suddenly you're digging things? Lieutenant whispers to you, shaking his head. Alright, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me. He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush. Besides, I've got to run. He's going to leave you alone again. That's so sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool and mysterious again. But I just found you again. Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in a night like this? He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze. A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body. Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important. Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words. We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright? It's time for us to talk to the Sunday friend. And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him. There's something so different about him. I just can't put my finger on it. Different, of course. His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? He smells good. Why on earth does he smell so good? He smells good. The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter. Is that weird? He smells good and that's weird? He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter. Come on, detective. Let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember? What? He's very attractive. Very mysterious. Oh, snap. I don't believe I've ever found this loot pile before. Nope, I have. It's a Samaran conical hat. Very offensive. Very fashionable. And the Party Dragon silk kimono. Expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. An old photo of the same apartment, dated the year '01. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. A quarterly business magazine. Dishes soaked up in a pot. An empty ashtray. Huh, that's weird. I guess he does all his smoking outside. Dates for open lectures at a local university. Flyers for underground parties. And we will talk to the Sunday friend next time on Disco Elysium. Thank you very much for joining me. Do take care to examine this apartment carefully. This will be our only opportunity to enter it. Good night, everyone.